so weary, when troubles come and my heart burden be, and I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can't stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. Strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me You raise me up to more than I can be.
So Mother's Day is an interesting day. For some people, it's a delight. For others, it's a real challenge. For some who are trying for a baby or can't, for those that are not in that kind of relationship, for those that mothers have gone, for those that are a dad but doing a mother's role, there's lots and lots of things that go on Mother's Day that can be, for those that have had great relationships, for those that have had hard. There's a lot of emotion on Mother's Day, and that it can be a challenge. And in the Bible, it says about God being like a hen, a mother hen. And, chickens are really, really popular at the moment. I've got a chicken mug, they're really, really popular. But actually in the Bible, it talks about God being like a mother hen, the way that he gathers and protects that it says about him covering the chicks with his feathers, finding for protection. It talks about gathering and covering and finding refuge. And often you see a little kid snuggling in there. And today, for those that maybe find Mother's Day a little bit more challenging, just to remember that God is like that mother hen, that you can find refuge in him. You can find that safe place in him, that he is there as our refuge, as our strength. This month, we are still in March. Dan, my son, was 30. And I have these ideas sometimes, I decided to make him a scrapbook of all the things and memories through his 30 years. So bits and pieces, tags and things from different events or from when he was born, and gathered all this kind of memorabilia together. And in amongst it, as I was rooting through it, I found a scan picture. So Dan, and scan picture. Now, my daughter, who's 18 months older, didn't have scan pictures. I don't know if any of you have got a picture of a scan of when you were a baby. I know. But she didn't have a scan picture, but he did. And I was rooting through all this kind of memorabilia and finding things. And it reminded me also of my cousin. And I helped her collect some of her things to move house. And as she was moving house, she held this vest top very delicately as she was packing it to move countries. And I said to her, "What is it?" And she said, "This is the vest that I held when I first adopted our daughter. This is what she came in. My daughter came in this. It was so precious." So memorabilia, whether the child is biologically yours or whether you've mothered somebody else's and they become yours, whatever it is, there's these precious memories and precious things. So, and then back to this scan picture. So I showed this scan picture. Well, Dan saw it and he goes, "Oh, wow." And then after a bit, he goes, "It's not much detail there, is there?" It's like, it was 30 years ago. And then he showed me one because he's expecting of theirs. And he got all this intricate detail. And it reminded me of that Psalm 139. "You created my innermost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body." And this reminds me that every single person is uniquely made. Every single person, whatever your circumstances, whatever you feel right now, God saw you when you were knit together in your mother's womb, and you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Look at how he describes you. Fearfully, wonderfully made, seen in that secret place. There's no detail about you that God doesn't know, that God doesn't see, and he loves you so very, very much. There are lots of expectations for mothers and lots of pressure. And these days you see on social media, you see all these, there they are laughing with their children all around them, all perfectly matching. It looks a very casual photo, but, they're in identical clothes, their hairs are perfect, and the world is wonderful. And the trouble is it makes people feel that that's what it should be like. I can remember it wasn't quite so difficult in my day, but there were expectations. And I can remember with one kid on one arm, pushing the buggy, going down the road, a bit bedraggled, having fed them, and on my way to see the health visitor. And one of my neighbours, who was my friend, came out and she goes, "Good morning, Hayley." And I go, "Good morning." And she goes, and she looked so neat and tidy. She really did. And she had a little apron on. And she goes, "Oh, are you off then?" And I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "Yes, well, I was up at 6 this morning and I've done all the fresh baking and I've hoovered the house throughout and I've cleaned the bathrooms. I hoover the house throughout every day." And I was thinking, when did I last hoover? I remember hoovering through the Duplo because I couldn't be bothered to pick it up. And I was thinking the expectations on mothers is just like crazy. And I don't know about you, but when mine were little, do you remember those bibs with the days of the week on? What a stupid idea. It's bad enough getting a bib on a baby. and washed and clean, let alone the right day of the week. You know what? It was never the right day of the week on them. You know, it was just ridiculous. The expectations of is just phenomenal. And I think the expectation to go to work as a mum and juggle home, or the expectation that you shouldn't stay at home, you should go to work, and all the pulls and pushes are really, really challenging. And you can end up spending the whole of your life feeling guilty. If I'm at work, that's wrong. If I'm at home, that's wrong. And that kind of guilt thing and the expectations that are put on people. But if there's three things I've learned about being a mom that have helped me, these are them. Don't hold your breath. So, 1, be uniquely you. Actually, this is not just about being a mum. This is about being anybody. Be uniquely you. Second point, know that you're loved. Know that you are loved just the way you are, in that unique, beautiful way. You're loved by God. Even if maybe people around you, you don't feel their love, you are loved by God. So be uniquely you. You're loved by God, and enjoy the season you're in. Enjoy the season you're in. Whatever that might be, whether it is trying to get the right bib on a baby, or it is now that they're off and gone. Whatever season you're in, be in it and enjoy the day right where you are. Enjoy the season you're in. So that's my 3 points that I've learned. Be uniquely you, know that you're loved, and enjoy the day, the season that you're in. And I'll throw you a freebie in at the end. And that's this. If you're going to make a scrapbook for a 30-year-old person, gather it year by year. Don't just try and do it a few weeks before their birthday.
Oh Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the works thy hand